is nowhere. Oh, we're there. Well, hello. Welcome. It's Tuesday. Again, I'm just doing the planning for the show as we speak. This is how disorganized I really am. Although I did spend 15 minutes getting the lights done. So I need a haircut. The light next to me right here is super bright because what I did was on Temu, I bought one of these. Let me see if I can get a different view going so we can enjoy there we go. Let's try this one. So look, I bought that off Temu for something like, I think it was like $15 or maybe even less, $10 or something. It's a light meter. It's not a Schack. Schack light meter designed specifically for the cinematography world and video world is super expensive. Like they start from about, the cheapest one I saw on Amazon was $175 for a manual, which does all the things that I needed to do, a manual light meter. $175, manual, no batteries, no nothing. And then the most expensive one is $2,500, which pros use in Hollywood movie sets, etc. Just by the way, topics today I'm covering is going to be the Schack lighting, using AI to help me do that. A little bit of a touch on AI and production work, and an example of a song that I put together. And then I want to go back to the Micro Freak and the Behringer FX600 because I found out some more information about that, which may be of use to some people. So let's just go AI song production. Let's go. I'll do that first after this light meter thing, and then we'll do the Micro Freak Behringer last of all. But getting back to this light meter, this thing is pretty interesting. I've been, as you know, I've been doing sound on indie movie sets for quite a while, about almost 3 years now, and I've never, I can say with confidence, I think only once maybe. But anyway, I do indie film work, recording audio, roughly on average, say twice every 6 weeks. All right, there's something going on. Sometimes it gets super busy, and I've got 2 or 3 shoots on in 1 week. But most of the time, it's a couple of weeks between gigs. And on set, I try to get to know everyone that I can, just to network and things like that. And I've never seen any of the gaffers or any of the lighting people, not even the camera people, use a light meter, ever. Like maybe once or twice I've seen a couple of people use a light meter, which I find incredible. I guess it's similar to sound. I bought myself a whole raft of meters. I went crazy on Temu and AliExpress. I think Temu is the cheapest ones. So I was on set and I saw someone with a electromagnetic spectrum meter. It was a prop they were using as part of the movie that was being produced. And I just thought, man, I'm really super interested in what that thing is. So I looked online, and $10 later, I've got one. So I bought a sound meter, a light meter, the electromagnetic spectrum meter. I've got a capacitor discharger for electronic work I want to do. I've got the light meter, and a couple of other things are still on order coming through. They're all around the $10 mark, $10, $15. So they're not super expensive, but they're surprisingly useful. So I got the light meter, and then I had some time on the weekend because it's a long weekend, Anzac Day holiday. So I was sleeping late in bed, and I thought, I wonder how I can use this light meter in helping the production. So I did a whole lot of research with the help of ChatGPT and Google. I'm assuming that could be Gemini. Yeah, probably Gemini. Anyway, it's went through all of this mathematical physics regarding light and how the inverse proportional relationship between light and fall off of light works. So the further away you are, the more light disappears exponentially as you get further away from a light source. There's a difference between luminosity and so there's luminance and now I can't remember the terms. This is crazy. That's not good. Luminosity and illuminance, they're different things apparently, or intensity maybe. Anyway, so there's different components for light in terms of reflection of light, and light being produced and absorbed from a light source. And the light meter, some of them have this dome, this spherical kind of opaque dome on here, which can retract or extend. And when they're extended, then you're getting light from all different sources coming in for a average kind of light reading. And when it's retracted, you're getting more of a 2D flat plane directional light intensity or luminosity. So the reading, you get a different reading basically on whether the white dome here is a sphere or whether it's compressed as a disc. It's and the formula that we use for working out the lux, the candle candela per square meter changes depending on the mode that you put it in. This one is always a 3D mode. It's not in a. I think it's going to be the intensity when it's 2D. So anyway, this has opened up the whole new world in terms of ISO settings on cameras, gain, the differences between the way the cameras receive light. I just nerded out big time. I love this stuff so much. And what I've done is I've worked out that I've got two cameras in here. I'll show you what's going on. We'll use this one. So I'm going to nerd out just for a sec. So here, this Canon XA10, this one has got a, what is it? It's a much smaller sensor than the camera that I'm using as the main camera. So the main camera, let's show. Oh, it's not wrong. Sorry. So the main camera over here, this is the XF605. This has got a 1-inch sensor in it. So being a bigger camera with a bigger sensor, the Canon XF605 behind me now actually receives much more light than this Canon XA10, because the light coming off the XA10, of course, is from a much smaller sensor. So I've got to basically, I've got to get the gain on that smaller, older camera set higher so that the light being received by that is equivalent to the light being received from the bigger camera, the bigger 1-inch sensor. So I've upped the light. So when I'm sitting over here now, the light should be, I've got to change the view, of course. The light should be better. Anyway, so I've basically big time nerded out and had a great time on the weekend working out what needs to change to make the Schack lighting a little bit more consistent and a little bit better. So I had fun with that. All right, that's the extent of my light meter discussion. Onto AI song production. So how can I demonstrate this? Let's have a look. So over here, we'll go this way. That's not it. That's it. On SoundCloud, I've got, let me show you what's going on here. I've got my account, and I think I showed you briefly last time, but this is onto the world of music production now. So in SoundCloud, I wrote a song a while ago. I don't know if I've got the original of this. Let's have a look. Where is that? Let's see all your tracks. Here we go. So in here, I've got to fix up my internet connection as well. It's very slow. I just want to see what's going on there. Oh, that's why. Yeah, anyway, it's on there now. Oh gosh, that's too slow. So we've got this song. I want to, you guys just got to bear with me for a sec here. I'm going to show you this song. It's so funny. This one. So, Monday Morning Blues. Have a listen to this. Oh, where's it gone? So this one here. trying.
Monday morning blues.
Can we hear it?
It's Monday morning.
So you hear that? I'm gonna put my headphones on so I can hear with you.
Can't put my finger on it. Just not right.
Yeah. You hear that? You can get the basics of it.
Got up late this morning. Missed the train. Got to work late. Boss was green.
All right, the reason I'm playing you this is because one of my friends, James, grabbed a hold of some of our old recordings that we did together, and he pumped it into Suno, and it comes out like this. Sorry for the slowness here, but if I change the internet now, it's just going to destroy the whole stream. So this one here now, this is what Suno's done to it.
Monday morning blues.
I love this so much. All right, so the reason I'm showing you this is because in my mind, that song is not finished. So what's prompted this off is I saw a guy, a music production guy from America on Instagram Reel, and he was talking about how he prefers how he gets his demo music coming into him for him to investigate, to produce for other people. And he was saying, all I want is your idea put down in a basic form, the singer and either a piano accompanying or a guitar accompanying. That's it. So he can then work out, do I see this being keyboard driven, guitar driven, or some other, musical items being included? Do we have a country feel, a rock feel? What's it going to be like? This is what Suno is doing for me. So rather than pay that guy and wait weeks, he's in America, we can just pump it into Suno, and he or it can be the production idea person. We can just give it, make it country, make it rock, make it blues, make it whatever. So this is what I'm doing with my music production now, is I'm getting an idea, recording it just on a raw basic form. I'm going to upload it up to Suno, and then change timing, tempo, etc. Because you notice that there's another song I've got where it's even more apparent. I've got a slower version of a song. I pumped it up into Suno, and Suno brought it back at a much higher beats per minute, and it sounded a stack better. So there's that kind of an idea where instead of me trying to work out, a good way of making a sound, Suno can do that very, very, very quickly. And so for me, I'm not pumping out the work for Suno to create the music from prompts only. I'm giving Suno my idea to then enhance in a way that I could probably do, but it would take me so long. I don't know if I'd be able to do it in the time. And then what I do is I get the song back, and then if I like it and I'm enough, I can tweak things on it. So Suno gets words wrong, it gets timing wrong, it gets some little things don't always work out the way that I want. So what I do is I get it off him and I just do what I want to do then to the remainder of that song. So what I'm doing now is I'm happy with the way that the previous song was sounding. So I'm going to basically emulate that and make it sound similar to what Suno has recommended. So in my mind, I'm still the author, the creator. I'm just parceling out, as I would to any other production company, make my song sound good, and then it's still mine. So that's the way I see a good way to use AI is to parcel out the component of the production process and then still maintain ownership and creative control and do what you want with it. Just think it's a good way, that's all. So I don't see AI as being a problem. I see people who farm out the entire creation and production process as a problem. That, in my mind, is you're not being a musician at all. It's basically, I can't think of an analogy, but it's like you're abrogating all responsibility. You're just farming everything out to something like Suno AI to do everything for you. And I'm not interested in doing that. I still want that creative control, and I still want the creative spark to be the instigator of the music and sounds that I love. All right, that's enough of that. So let's see what is next on the agenda. We're going to just jump over to the Micro Freak, and we'll have a look over there and see what we can see. I was hoping to get this in there. Maybe there's a better view. I just want to. Oh, that's going to get boring there. You can see what I'm doing. Let's stick with that. So, what we've got over here, a bit of blooming on the screen there. So, got the Arturia Micro Freak. Now I can't hear. I'm going to turn up some volume over here. Not too loud, but loud enough. I can just hear it. Okay, so we've got that happening. So with the Behringer FX600, last time we looked at it, I was going through the 6 different settings that we've got. Now I'm going to have to bring up the manual somehow. I'll work out how to do that later. But if I put everything down to the minimum, so you can see, in fact, that's got to go over there. We're starting with kind of 0 clean slate. It's off as well. So there's our standard kind of tone. And we've got these different sounds. So we've got chorus up there. It's got 6 different settings. So chorus, I have to stand up, I think. Chorus, well, actually starts with flanger, top right, flanger. And the parameter 1 is going to be more of a timing kind of a instruction. Let me just make sure I'm telling you the right stuff here. So if I go over here, in fact, that's not it. What I'm doing, I'll load up books, because I've got the manual in PDF format. Of course, now I've got to find it. FS600. It's only like a 2-page manual, and therefore it should not be hard to find. And of course, no, I can't find it. What is going on? This is what I mean about being prepared. So I've got to start planning this out better. You'd think I'd learn by now, wouldn't you? Being a project manager. It's just, I keep on treating the quick and dirty just as that, quick and dirty. So this is what it is, quick and dirty. Have I got to download it again? Why can't I see this yet? Oh, there it is. Finally found it. I need to give it more time. Come on. Okay, so it's got the order wrong, so it should be on the manual. So flanger, chorus, phaser, delay, tremolo, pitch, shifter. And the first 3 effects plus the 5th effect are all effects speed for function 1 or parameter 1. And then likewise the first 3 and 5th do, well, parameter 2, the second knob, looks at the effect's depth. And then we've got time delay and delay feedback for the delay function, which is different. And then for the pitch shifter, detuning and semitone pitch. I'll start with the pitch shifter because that's really, really cool. What it does, the pitch shifter, so we put that to pitch shift all the way to the right, or left here, pitch shifter, and we're going to have a mix between wet and dry, 50-50. So what it does, if we hold down a note, C, you hear the different pitches going through there. When it's dead center 12 o'clock here, then it's not changing any of the pitches. So there's the 5th pitch. I like that. And then if we similarly with the parameter 1, it's detuning it, I think it is. And so we get a different so that's pretty cool. You can use different presets as well to really enhance the effect or make the change sound better, but it depends on. So without the effect, this, with the effect, this. So it just depends on obviously what you're looking for. I'm going to put it back onto my bass boss. So that was the pitch shifter. If we go to delay, I'm doing that in these 2 orders because the remaining 4 operate the same way with parameter 1 and parameter 2 knobs. So it makes it easier to understand what's going on. With the delay, just want to make sure I'm saying the right thing here. Parameter 1 and parameter 2 for the delay, we've got parameter 1 is delay time and parameter 2 is delay feedback. So when we hit C, so I'm moving parameter 1. So you can hear the timing. So that's affecting the repeat time. And then parameter 2, so maximum, it just keeps on repeating. Whereas parameter 2 set minimum won't repeat that much. It's the delay, I guess, in repeat. So that's what is happening with the delay functions. If we go now to flanger, so all of these next 4 are being controlled in a similar way. So effect speed is parameter 1 and effects depth is parameter 2. So with the flanger, parameter 1 It's the speed. There's probably nothing happening till we get the depth going. So it's like it's hitting a sine wave or a square wave, and then it's how much in that amplitude we go up and down with the waveform. And we make the waveform go faster, the frequency, with this parameter 1 knob. That's pretty cool. Chorus, similar thing. So we've got the speed and then the depth. I don't like going crazy with this chorus. I like it somewhere around here. That's chorus. And then phaser, similar thing. The speed and depth. How much of that wave we're going to the trough and the peak. how high and low that wave is being modulated. And then the speed with parameter 1. It's pretty cool. Same with tremolo. Tremolo is going to be speed and then the depth again. And that's pretty much it. And you can change the level of the wet and dry signal, like just dry there and then fully wet, and then a blend of the two. So it's pretty versatile. The best thing about this, though, I did some experimentation with having a Y cable, so the mono would be going into both left and right channels. It made no difference as far as I can tell. So the a mono single TS cable will go into port A and then comes out stereo out of A and B here, so it's in separate channels into the video roadcaster video straight to you. So that's it. That's how this works. I'm going to have so much fun using this and this. So yeah, we'll keep on experimenting with all of that stuff. But I just wanted to quickly go through that the parameters there with you so that you had a better understanding of what those knobs do. Unfortunately, like I said before, I wish this had a way of patching in a couple of effects at once, but it doesn't. It just does one effect at a time. But still, for $58, that's not too bad. I got that off Amazon. It's plastic, it's not metal. But all of the pots work well. There's no scratchiness, there's no dead spots. It's battery powered. You've got to push these little things in at the side, this hinge here, and then that, get this camera right, this hinge, whoa, this hinge here as well. That when they're both compressed, there's a spring inside, the lid comes off, and then you get access to the inside to change the battery. It's a little bit on the flimsy side, I've got to admit, but so far, you know, on the desk, it's not going to get damaged there, so I just hold it up. It's going to hold up reasonably well. There you go. So that's that. I'm going to, as soon as I get my practice done on that song I showed you earlier, I'm going to use this, and we'll do a little bit of I've got plans to do a reel or a short on the guitar here, just to push the music a bit more as well. I just love this guitar, gotta tell you. I'm thinking of doing one last thing to it, but pretty much this is the final version now. I've got one last thing that I'm possibly going to do, which we'll do a video on later. And I've worked out a good way to get all this hooked up. So I can either go through the amp with this connection through that DI box, or go straight through to the Rodecaster video through the XLR cables along the wall up here into the mixer, out of the mixer to XLR cables along the floor and going up and then into the Rodecaster video over there, so it goes straight through. This is standalone, but having great fun with this. This amp has got a whole lot of connections on the back. So we've got a remote switch, which is the 2-foot switch thing on the front. There's send and receive, return and send for guitar loops, which is all of that. I've got a preamp out, which is going into the Yamaha mixer over here. I've yet to work out how to get that going, so I'm in theory, I'm hoping that I can kill the sound from the power amp and just use the signal from the preamp to then pump into the Yamaha and then go into the video roadcaster that way for live streaming music as well. If not, otherwise I'll just turn it down and then turn the gain up there. That'll work. So that's all sorted. I can use that to go straight into streaming music for the guitar work there and bass. I'll have to show you the bass sound that I'm getting out of this synthesizer pedal is phenomenal. Oh my God, it's so good. So I'm using the guitar as a bass when I activate the synth. It's really cool. Just got to work out a way to integrate the Tascam so that I can get audio from this mic through the Tascam into all of that and then into the roadcaster video, plus have the ability, the flexibility to go through the amp there if I wanted to as well, which I should be able to do. Anyway, work that out. So that's a couple of projects to do there. Speaking of projects, look at all this stuff that I bought. I've got a Bluetooth speaker kit to build here. I've got a Tesla coil thing to build there. I've got a treble bleed circuit for the guitar that I'm going to build over here. This is the dumpster find. I'm still pointing at it. I haven't done it. This is a kalimba that I picked up recently to put into the sound box, which I need to paint and then join together, which I've been speaking about for ages. I bought a light for the shed to go in as well. So I've got a few projects going on right now, but yeah, enjoying this life. Got to tell you, loving this life so much. Why have I got them like that? Okay, that's why. So a couple of different views there of the old Andrew. Okay, I think that's it. I think I'm happy with what we've discussed there today. So let's say goodbyes, because I've got to get back into work and do things. I've got to change my internet provider, my mobile provider, save some money and get some more work happening too. Let's say goodbye. I'll catch you all next time. See you guys. Take it easy.